George, we're launching the Aurora campaign today. Why is it so important for the future of Aberdeen Football Club?
Well, the Aurora campaign basically allows those in support of the project to speak up, and we're encouraging them to speak up. For too long now, I think we've been victims of a silent majority. So now headlining the campaign as Aurora provides supporters and members of the public with various opportunities to pledge their support, to be more vocal and to lobby local councillors and MPs. And
the key dates, there's a predetermination next month, and then October the 11th is scheduled for the full council, so it's a hugely important period for the club.
Well, it is. The next 6 weeks or so are quite pivotal actually in the future of this club. The predetermination meeting on the 13th September, where no decision will be taken, but it's an opportunity for those for the stadium and training facility project, and also those against it, to speak up at in the town hall.
We heard just earlier the manager, from the professional point of view, giving a fairly impassioned plea as to what the difference it would make, but as the chairman mentioned as well, it's not just about the 90 minutes on a Saturday afternoon. There's a business case, there's the community facilities as well. Yeah,
I can't think of too many businesses in this area who've been tied to the same facilities for more than 100 years. This club has got a vision going forward to be successful, and an essential part of that is the provision of suitable facilities. And also society needs have changed for supporters, and I think supporters themselves generally recognise that Pittodrie is done, it's past its sell-by date, and so we do need the impetus and the adrenaline surge of moving towards a 21st century stadium.
The balance has swung away from wanting to remain at Pittodrie, but there's still the odd person that would say, well, there's Hearts at Tynecastle, they're redeveloping on the existing site, why can't we do the same?
Well, quite. In the case of Hearts, I mean, what they're doing is they've demolished their main stand and the infrastructure below that, and hope to do that during the close season and perhaps play some of their opening SPFL games away from home to give them that bit extra time. But unfortunately, what's happened there, I think it's been a bigger project than Hearts maybe anticipated. It's certainly going to last through the end of 2017. But in the case of Hearts, they've got a plan B for any delay, because they've got Murrayfield next to Tynecastle. We don't have that facility in Aberdeen, and we were looking to build a whole new stadium, not just one stand.
So what you're saying we're appealing to the silent majority, what can supporters and the general public do to lend their support?
Well, there's been so many informal approaches to the club. I mean, I've had so many informal approaches from people whose company I've been in, asking how they can support. They're all for it, and I say the same thing every time. Well, make your voice known, and the way to do that now in this next 6 to 8 weeks is to speak out publicly, is to lobby your local councillor, is to write to the council or your MP, letters into the press, and basically show support for the club's ambitions.
And finally, as was mentioned, it is a planning decision. How confident are you that you've overcome the challenges that were presented?
Well, I'm confident that we've overcome all the reasonable challenges that were put to us. I mean, we can't be the answer to all things all of the time, but I am absolutely confident in the work that's been carried out by our project team in determining the technical solutions. So,
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.